Hey, how you doing? John, this is a educational program for you. I'm going to do some step-by-steps so that you know how to set this up. So this is your private little video. We're going to kind of go through some things on setting it up for the OBS. So when you bring in fact, the one that we're going to do is Genesee County Compassion Club, just so you see how it's done. And I know that you already know the basics of it on setting things up. You know how to set for the camera. You know what camera settings to use, the audio. I know that you know how to do all of that. But what we're going to build is we are going to build a screen or a scene. And I'm going to call this scene GCC for Genesee County Compassion. So I'm underneath with OBS open. Under the scene section right here, you're going to just right mouse click on that, and then you're going to add a scene, and you can call that scene in this case I'm in all caps GCCC. I'm going to click on OK, and of course it's going to tell me it's already there. It's because I've already created it. So I move my mouse back onto scenes, and I move down to where that scene that I just created, which was called GCCC, and then under the source box here, I need to add a few things. Number one, I need to add a video capture device, because without that, I'm not here. So you know how to do that. You're going to click on the video capture device. You're going to tell it what cameras that you're going to be using. So you know how to do that part of it. I know that you do. So we've added our scene. Our scene's in here. It's called GCCC. We have a video capture device, which is our I just called it webcam. You can call it your, I can't remember the name of your little box there. Call it webcam, call it whatever you want, but that's your video capture. The next thing that I need to add to this is I need to add the background. And this is the one thing that you were kind of concerned about. So we're going to do that. Back under scenes in that white box, right mouse click, add image. Okay, then it's going to come up and it's going to say, I don't know if you can see it or not, but on here it says, please enter a name. I'm going to call that image background. And I like to give things names of things so that I know what they are. Like I know that this is background. So I'm going to click on OK, and then it's going to ask me for the image. Try to put all of your images, in this case, if this is for the Compassion Club, and if you have a folder for Compassion Club, put everything for Compassion Club in that folder. So you're going to click on Browse, and in this case, we're going to go to Compassion Club. I have one that's called Background Logo, which is the name of the file that I just sent you through your email. So click on background logo, open, and then click on OK. Now, one of the things that just happened is it put that background to the top, and it also doesn't fit. Don't worry. What we're going to do is we're going to grab our mouse and we're going to just left click on that image. Actually, I'm sorry, John, you need back underneath there, do your settings, edit scene. Click on Edit Scene. It'll highlight in the blue-white. And if you notice now, that graphic now has a reddish colored border. You can grab that graphic now, pull it down, make it bigger so that it fills your screen, and then adjust it so that that banner is at the very top of your screen. On that image, right mouse click, Order, Move to Bottom, and then left click, and then now you should see the background, and you should see my beautiful face. You know, you just can't, what a handsome feller. So you see me, and now I am in front of the background, obviously. The next thing is you're probably going to want to add is some text. Simple to do. Again, under your scene, right mouse click, add, and we're going to say text. And in that window it says enter a name. So we can call this whatever you want to call it. We'll call it text 1. Or you can call it, I don't care what you call it. We'll call it text 1 just for demo. I'm going to click on OK. Now it's going to bring up another screen, and in that screen it allows me to select my font size, the color of the graphic. I always try to use an outline color because it emphasizes the text. So in this case, we're just going to call it, let's call it, let's put a little text near here. We'll call it John's. I'm going to get out of cap locks here. John's Helper Program. Okay, so I just typed in John's Helper Program. I'm using the font Arial size 48, which is fine because we're going to be able to shrink that down or do whatever we need to do it for it. I'm going to put this in bold, italic, because I just want to play with it so you can see. Once you get your text all set, however you want to have your text set, just click on OK. And as you can see, my finger went all the way up at the very top. You can see now where it says John's Helper Program. Grab it with your left mouse, pull it down, pull it off into the screen, and I spelled helper totally wrong, which is cool. This isn't John's Heller Program, it's John's Helper Program. Okay, so now I have it set in there. Got a misspelling. If I left mouse click on it, you'll see it gives it a little bit of a reddish border. Right mouse click, properties, go back into that, and let me fix that spelling. It should be John's Helper. Click on OK. Voila, up here, that's done. And you can, whatever you want to do with that, you can make that your title. However you want to set that up, bro. You can put whatever text that you want to put in there. It's entirely up to you. We can also, I can give this an order. I can say move up, move down, move to top. In this case, I'm going to say move. Whoops. I probably shouldn't have said move to top because I just did the wrong thing there. So we're going to move that right back down. Order. Move to bottom. Sorry, John, I grabbed on the back screen. So I'm on John's Helper. I'm going to say order. Move to top. So I can move that anywhere on the screen now and have that highlighted. Okay, so I'm going to leave it right there because I kind of like where that's setting. It's kind of still setting on their banner. I think it looks cool like that. Now, another thing that you can do too is if you want to just create just this banner and have your banner and have your background two totally separate entities, you can do that. It's just I like doing this because it's all in one. It's one picture and you're not clicking anything different. Okay, so we got background, you've got text. Let's add a picture. Same thing, back under your scene, right mouse click, add image. We're going to call it pick one, Pick1. And I'm going to click on OK. Same thing as before. It's going to ask you to browse to go to find that picture. So we're going to browse, find that picture. Just so happens I have it right here. I'm going to click on open. And one trick, and I'm going to show you here in a second. I'm going to go ahead and pull up this picture. There's my picture. And I'm going to try to make a little, it's kind of a bad picture, so no matter what I do with it, it's really not going to be the best picture. But as you can see, all you do is grab that with your left mouse, hold it, and you can move it to wherever you want on your screen. I'll set it right over here just for a second. Okay, this is their black and white one. This is the one I was telling you about that I was having some issues with because of the size of it. I can't blow it up. So I'm going to leave that picture right there. Okay, so that's signifying, their new graphic. I'm just go back over here to scene again. Add image. Let's call this pick 2. Click on OK. Go into browse wherever you might have that picture. Let's go under, let's see what I got. I think I got some pretty good pictures in here. let's add, maybe, where is it at? And I'm not quite sure what picture I want to put in there just yet. I will put the deer in there, okay? And we're going to click on OK. There's your picture of your deer. Again, grab the corner, shrink it down, make it whatever size that you want. And again, you name that. In this case, this is called Pick 2. Now, if I wanted, I can go in and I can create add image, and I'm going to call this image Pick 3. Click on OK. I'm going to find a third picture. Let's see what would be a good one for John here. Let me just find a. Okay, there's a good one right there. I'm going to click on OK. Then I'm going to click on OK again. And as you can see, it is your picture of your thing. Okay. Now I'm going to deliberately set that in front of that because what I want to do is say the Compassion Club may have several photos or somebody may have several photos and you might want to have more than one. They might be talking about something. An example of that would be, I know that Pick 3 is this. I know that I can turn Pick 2 off and I can say turn Pick 3 off. And I can create a story. Now, Pick 2 is our deer. So today we're going to talk about hunting. And what's a good place to hunt? What's a bad place to hunt? And you're going to have this control inside inside the control room. So all you do is you turn on that picture. In this case, I've turned on pick number 2 because Pick 2 is whatever their picture might be. And they can talk about deer, they're delicious, and they make good, sausage, and the venison's excellent, blah, 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 blah. And then, and they get done talking about that and say, okay, now I want to talk to you about compasses. So now you can click on that and then click your compass. Okay, today's topic is about compasses that no longer point north, south, east, and west because our Earth is actually tilted 3 degrees off axis than what it should be, which is accounting for the reason that we now have 2 minutes added to our day. Or is it 3? I don't know. But anyway, and so on and so on and so forth. So you can, again, go back to your scene and you can, there's no limit to the amount of images that you can add that you want to put over here. If you want to put 10, put 10. Just make sure that you know what those images are. So if they are talking about illegal bike races in Flint and they got a picture of bicycles racing in Flint, so you have some kind of a script or some kind of a flow chart of what you're going to be talking about. It's kind of important. And it works with you. Now, I know that the Centura sisters, they love having a lot of pictures. Again, same thing, rather than trying to monkey mess with that stuff. You know what those pictures are. They got those pictures. You put them in their folder, and that's right where they stay. And then you just simply name it. Pick 1, pick 2, pick 3, or whatever. However you want to do it. You can call this picture compass. You can call the other one deer. It doesn't matter as long as you give that picture a name so you know what it is. And again, you can have as many as you want. When you're done with that picture, go back over to your scene, and you'll see the little checkbox right there. Just uncheck it. Bam, picture goes away. You might want to go back and talk about the deer again. Boom, there's your deer. Just turn it on, turn it off. Turn it on, turn it off. And you can do that with any photo. You can also do that with a video. We're going to go back into scene, right mouse click, add video. And you can call this video whatever you want. I'm going to call this video, we'll just call it video 1. Okay? I'm going to click on OK. And then a little box is going to come up. Now, you should never have to adjust any of these settings in these boxes. They're all pretty much the exact same. You can either point that to a file path or URL pointing. Now, here's the cool part about this. You know how, say they might have a YouTube video and you want that YouTube video to play in that spot. Yes, you can. You can actually do that. That's the whole point of the video URL pointing. The problem is YouTube does work and it kind of doesn't work. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to grab a YouTube video real quick. Actually, you're probably just going to be hearing my voice. I'm not quite sure, but I'm going to grab this YouTube video. I'm going to click on, I want to share this. I want to share a link. So I'm going to grab that. I'm going to go copy, come back over here to my thing, and then up here on that video source editing where it says enter a file path or URL posting, and that's where I'm going to paste that YouTube clip. And if everything goes right, hopefully it'll come up. Now the thing of it is there's a setting on here for video settings. It says video width 640, video height 480. I usually change that to, you can make it whatever size you want. I try to keep them no bigger than the area that I'm in, which is approximately 300 by 300. Or you can do like 300 by 200, should be fair. And then just click on OK. And with any luck at all, that video is going to be in there. Right now I got my deer pictures in. Okay, and I just moved the little red box. You should be able to see that little deal right there. It says video 1. I need to right mouse click on that, properties. And for some reason that did not stay in there. I'm not quite sure what's up with that, but there's the link. Oh, that's my fault. And then click on OK. And show me the video. Do something. All right, hold on. I'm doing something not quite right here because it's output to stream, output to device. I believe we'll get it. We'll get that working there, John. Maybe. Sometimes what you have to do is you have to turn the video off, turn the video back on, or actually I've had to do this before where I've had to remove it. Again, this is why it's so vital that when you do video or you're doing captioning, you know this, bro. Make sure they're there an hour, half hour early. So it gives you that time to correct that. So let's go back in. We're going to go back in to add video. I'm just going to put something different up in there. Let me see, what am I adding? What video do I got here? Videos. We're going to add GCC intro open. And I'm not going to have this loop. And that's something else too on that video source settings. There's a thing on there which says playlist setting. If you set playlist looping, it'll constantly play that video or videos. So if you have like 4 or 5 videos, put them in there. Let it play it. Again, we don't need 640 by 480. Here's the cool part. Pick your video, click on OK, let it blow it up. Who cares? Shrink it down, grab it, pull it over wherever you want, and lo and behold,
AllPointsTV.com.
there's that handsome guy again.
I'm the producer at Studio 36 Live Talk.
And actually,
co-partnering with John
to hear
at All Points TV. This is one of our guests that we've had on the show before, and as we promised, we are not going to let this site sit stagnant. This site is going to move.
Not hard to do.
It's going to go places. Going to do things.
This is also
Genesee County Compassion Club.
Thing
welcome you guys aboard.
If you want to
glad that you're staying with us and not moving on.
So say
plenty of new shows coming up.
Might want to have a
new sets, new designs, new graphics.
Grows,
again, as we said before, we're not going to sit still.
We're
moving forward. We're going to take this network, this talk studio,
or
over the top.
Just like with how I did the.
My name is Kevin.
Mr. Moss.
Welcome.
That
Genesee County Compassion Club.
The image in the back
John,
kept moving.
AllPointsTV.com.
That is
Studio 36
this.
Live Talk.
What I did is I just simply
make sure you watch this show. It's good stuff right here. Till then,
I blew it up. you know, basically to the size of the screen, and then I just copied and pasted it and made it my background. But in this case here, this is just a little video that we just wanted to have right here, okay? And as you can see, the video ended and it disappeared because I didn't set up a loop for it, so it only played it that one time. So that's how you enter or add a video. You can add music the same way. If you have a music file, and this was something I just kind of played with, you can actually do the same thing. Might be telling you wrong on that one. No, you can't. Scratch that. Edit that out because you really can't do that. The easiest way to do your audio, I got to tell you, in the booth is to have the mic, let the music play off your PC, off your headphone, however, into the mic, turn it down, and then come on out. There are some patches with this, but we're not going to worry about none of that stuff right now. Okay? So just to recap, again, we're going to turn all this stuff back off. Oh, there I am. Same handsome guy, same great face, can't beat it. Couple of settings that we need to worry about, not so much here, but on when you have your screen. One of the things that I really want you to notice is, watch this. I have a lot of green in between my hands. This is it's nothing that you can do, it's the software. Okay, but to eliminate that, and you can really see it good on this other side here, it's not a bad thing, because if you notice, my background totally removes that. It's gone. I don't have that on there no more. So whatever backgrounds that we use, we want to use something that has some green in it. If I was using a blue screen, they recommend using filters that have blue in them. It's not a bad thing. It's you see how it looks right now. There is no shading. Now if I push my hand up into the graphic, yes, I'm going to have some shading there. Why? Because that's a white background. How can we fix that? Simple. Move me down so that my hand never goes all the way up into that. Most of the people that you have on and that I have on are usually pretty confined. They don't throw their arms all over the place and act like a fool. I take that back. Genesee County Compassion Club does do that. So I'll make them a little bit smaller. Either way, as you can see, that got rid of all of that. To fix that, so that the easiest way, like I tell everybody, the easiest way to do this, let's get rid of our background again. This is important, John, that you do this. Get rid of your background. Okay, now you can see me again. I really don't look bad. I don't have a lot of, I call it that green haze. And you can see a little bit of it right here. You see more of it on this side right here. It's a lighting issue. I have a lot of light in behind me focusing forward. I could probably eliminate some of that light if I turn on this other light. Think of this as your studio light, okay? Your lights above. Plug it in real quick. And as you can see, ow, look at what just happened. Now I have too much light. Bad thing? Yeah. Probably don't want that. So these little fuzzy things that you see around here is actually reflection from me. So if I click, right mouse click on me, and I click on properties, and down there on the right hand side there where it says chroma key, I'm going to turn that off just for a second because I want you to see the hot spots on the back wall. So this is chroma key on, this is chroma key off, and if you notice, all this on this one side is really, really bright. That's why you're getting that haze or that sparkle over here, because over here it's not bright. This right here, John, is the color that we want. We want this color chroma. I don't want this color chroma because this is too bright. So to fix that, shut that light off. Real simple fix. Just turn that light completely off. Back over here. And as you can see, we now have a more uniform color. So if you have somebody in the studio and your color, you're getting that flicker, that little spot stuff on there, it's because you're getting a light refraction. There's too much light. You have to tone that light down. Up here's a light. Back up here's a light. Now, if you also notice, I get shadow when I do that. When I start coming in, I'm starting to pick up shadow. That's okay because I'm far enough away from that back wall that it's not hurting me any. Okay, so this is with the green screen. I'm going to turn the chroma back on. And as you can see, it's all gone. You also have it. Okay. There is a little file out there which is your palette. Don't be afraid to use it. If you can't get your back correct, use that palette and that will help you adjust for your images. So again, you have me sitting here. I'm in the black screen. It's a black background, which is exactly what I want. I want to right mouse click on me, go into properties. I want to try to get rid of as much of this green haze as I can. So I'm going to go up to similarity and I'm just going to click it a little bit at a time. Not a whole lot, but just a little bit to see if I can pull it down. And as you can see, I'm pulling that down. It's actually pulling out nicely. What I don't want is like on the top of my head here, is when this starts pixelating or disappearing, then you know you've went too far with it. You need to back it back down. Or the front part of the mic, if you start losing the screen on the mic, back it back down. So use your arrow up, arrow down. In this case, we're going to back it back down. I'm pretty happy with how this looks right here. And the reason I like the way that this looks is because I know that the screen that I'm shooting up against is going to get rid of the rest of this. So we're just going to click on OK. I'm going to stop it right there. I'm going to add a background. So again, I'm going to come into here. And again, source, right mouse click, add image. We're going to call that image background. Click on OK. And then it's going to say browse. So we're going to go into, because I already have this saved, and this is already under them, you're going to, like I said, John, save all your images per folder. What's Up with George, all image, everything that has to do with George goes in that folder. That way it's in one place and you're not looking all over the place for it. So I go to all points, graphics, I'm sorry, who's on, Compassion Club. There's their background. Click on OK. And again, what's going to happen, this is going to pop all the way to the top. That's OK. Click OK. Let it do it. Boom. Right mouse click on the image. Order. Move to bottom. Boom. It is now your background image. Okay. We can make it a little bit bigger. I can drop it down. You can move that image wherever you need to on the page. And like I was telling you too, remember about the background. Look, you don't see that green in my fingers anymore. It's completely gone. The colors are there. You don't see the pixelation around my hair, which you don't want. We had an issue with that with Charity's hair. So a suggestion might be for Charity, if she doesn't want to leave it long, is to maybe ponytail it back. We'll work on that. We'll get that figured out. Okay, so we got our background. Add text. Simply again, scene, text, add your text, turn your text on. And again, if you need me to show you how to do that again, it's really simple. Add text. We'll call it text 2. Click OK. Enter your text. Hi, my friend. Then we're going to click OK. And it always is going to put it all the way up here in the upper, my finger's green. It's always going to put it up here in the upper left-hand screen, so always look up there for it. Grab it, drop it in. Again, you can, oops. That's one thing you got to be careful of. You can grab your text. You can move it wherever you want. I can change that font. I can say use background. I want this in bold. I want to change the color to burgundy. Click on OK. OK, and then here is Hi My Friend, bold burgundy. And again, make it whatever size you want just by simply grabbing the corner and moving it in or out changes your font size. And again, move it wherever you want. You could make this say today's date, doesn't matter. Your text, you can do whatever you want. And if you don't want that text there, turn it off. Just simply click the X or click the check mark. Boom, text goes off. Text 2, turn it off. The main thing is to have your client give you all that information prior to you doing this so that you know how to set this scene up. It's vital. And unfortunately, if they come in and it's 10 minutes too, they get 10 minutes worth of your time and those texts because it's obvious that it takes time to do this stuff. Again, John, this video is for you. I hope it'll help you. If not, we're going to blame it on Ethan because I haven't blamed anything on him in a while. So again, man, just have fun with it, bro. Don't panic. I'm a phone call. You know that. I'll talk you right through it. But like I said, there's some little tips, little tricks. There's other things that we can do also. The main thing is have fun with it, John. Because believe me, this is something that no one else has done for you. Nobody else has offered to help you with. It'll be fine. It'll work for you. I promise you. So until then, you're my bud. You always will be. Peace out. Love you. Talk to you later.